We have a new letter of the week for the week, and it is the letter S. S, S, S says S, S, like a snake. To make an S, we need two curves. A curve like a C, and then a curve like a backward C. But first, let's read a story that gives us lots of S sounds. Seal's silly sandwich. One Sunday, Seal invited his friends for supper. "What's for supper?" said Snail. "I am serving a sandwich," said Seal. Seal put some sardines on a slice of bread. "Sardines in a sandwich?" said Snail. "That's silly." Next, Seal added some stew. "Stew in a sandwich?" said Sloth. "That's silly." Next, Seal added some spaghetti. "Spaghetti in a sandwich?" said Snake. "That's silly." Next, Seal added some spinach. "Spinach in a sandwich?" said Salamander. "That's silly." Next, Seal added some scrambled eggs. "Scrambled eggs in a sandwich?" said Skunk. "That's silly." Next, Seal added 6 scoops of strawberry ice cream. "Strawberry ice cream in a sandwich?" said Spider. "That's silly." Next, Seal added some salsa and some maple syrup. "Salsa and syrup in a sandwich?" said Squirrel. "That's silly." "Who's ready for a slice of my sandwich?" said Seal. "No thanks," said Snail, Sloth, Snake, Salamander, Skunk, Spider, and Squirrel. "That sandwich is just too silly." But Seal didn't think his sandwich was silly at all. He thought it was scrumptious. Have you ever heard that word, friends? Scrumptious means delicious. Try to use that word one day during the holidays as you're eating. Something is scrumptious. It tastes delicious. Okay, friends. Here is our S cheer. S is for Spider, Snake, Snail, and Seal. S is for supersized sandwich meal. S is for sailboat, smile and sing. S is for spaghetti, seesaw and swing. Hooray for S, big and small, the most sensational letter of all. So let's take a look at that picture and think of some words that begin with S. Check out that right there. Soap. S-O-A-P, soap. What else do we see? Stinky Pinky. Skunk. S-K-U-N-K. Skunk. What else do we see? Spider. S-P-I-D-E-R. Spider. The spider is in the middle of strawberries. S-T-R-A-W-B-E-R-R-I-E-S. Strawberries. Let's add one more. Snail. S-N-A-I-L. This week, we will find more words that begin with the letter S, but today, we're going to really focus on writing our letter S. So, this is the page that we're going to be working on today. Don't forget, the very first thing that you need to do is write your name on the top. So, after you write your name, I want you to get your pencil. Remember, I want you to do your work in a pencil. That way, if we make a mistake, we can erase it. We always start at the star. And remember, the star is always at the top because where do we start our letters? At the top. Where do we start our letters? At the top. Don't forget that. So, right up here, I'm going to start at the top and I'm going to curve like a C and curve like a backwards C. And that makes the letter S. Starting at the star, curve like a C, curve like a backwards C for the letter S. Start again. Curve like a C, curve like a backwards C for the letter S. Remember, the letter S, capital letter S, touches the top line and the bottom line. Go slow. It's like slow motion writing as you're writing. On this line, we're writing them ourselves. And remember, they need to touch the top and the bottom line. So, starting at the star, curve like a C, curve like a like a backwards C. Curve like a C, curve like a backwards C. And we never pick up our pencil while we're writing the capital S. Now, lowercase s is made the exact same way, except he's smaller and he sits below the dotted line. So, on this line, we are tracing lowercase s. Tiny curve C, then backwards. Tiny curve C, then backwards. He looks almost like a curvy snake. So, trace all of those in that row. Then we're going to come down to this row and we're going to write them on our own. We start at that star. Curve like a tiny C, then a backwards C. Curve like a tiny C, then a backwards C. And look, it sits between the dotted line and the bottom line. I want you to work very hard, nice, neat, your very best kindergarten handwriting. Remember, Miss Crystal and I are picky at school, so I want you to do your very best writing today.